Hello, for all those who are going to take the test of naturalization, the citizenship test, this is the flashcard that you may use. This is the latest version, revised in January 2016, and you can look at it here, the official government edition. And I'm going to go page by page on the questions, and these are the USCIS flashcards. So as you can see, it's 100 questions, out of which they will give you 10 questions and you have to answer 6 right. So first question here, what is the supreme law of the land? And the constitution is the supreme court law of the land. And what does the constitution do? And the set up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans. The idea of self-government is the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. As you can see, we the people are the first words, and it's written in big on the Constitution. What is an amendment? And a change to the Constitution, an addition to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. What is one right or the freedom from the First Amendment? The freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, press, freedom of the press, petition the government, and how many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announce for our independence from Great Britain or declared independence. And by the way, you don't have to answer exactly the words that is stated here, but it has to mention that we declared independence. What are the 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. What is the freedom of religion? We can practice a religion or not practice a religion. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy or market economy, also known as free economy. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. That's usually the word that they use for the rule of law. Name one branch or part of the government. There is a Congress, legislative, the president, the executive, the courts, the judicial. The president is usually the executive, but it keeps going on like that, so you can answer it. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances, separation of powers. Actually, to get more information, there are 3 of them: legislature, judiciary, and the executive. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Right now is the president, not right now, is the president, and right now you have President Obama as I'm making this video, and there will be another president next year. Who makes federal laws? Well, Congress makes the law, Senate and the House of Representatives, or the US or national legislature. What are the 2 parts of the US Congress? You have one, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. How many US senators are there? 100. And what we elect a US senator for how many years? Is 6 years. And who is one of the US senators now? It's you can put a bunch the like we say, it's you have a bunch of them right now, and as you know, you have Senator Hillary Clinton, etc., etc. You can pick one. The House of Representatives has many voting members. Usually, it's not usually, it's 435 of them. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2 years. Okay, U.S. representative are elected for 2 years. And name your U.S. representative. You have to, depending where you live, you have to know this one. Just Google it, you will find it. And again, what does a U.S. senator represent? And they represent all the people of the state. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because of the state's population, because they have more people. Some states have some more people. These are 3 answers, actually the same answers, but you can say it differently. We elect the president for how many years? 4 years. And they can have, in what month do we vote for the president? It's November. What is the name of the president of the United States now? Right now is Barack Obama, but you can it might change if you get this video by next year. What is the name of the vice president? Right now is Joe Biden, but it will change probably next year. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. If both the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The speaker of the house. And I think right now it's Speaker Ryan. And who is the commander in chief of the military? It's the president. And when there's a war, the president is the one who commands. Who signs the bills to become laws? The president. Who vetoes bills? The president. What does a president cabinet do? Advises the president. What are the two cabinet level positions? And you have a bunch of them here. You have Secretary of Agriculture, Commerce, Defense. You can read it here. Then you have the Attorney General, Vice President, etc. What does a judicial branch do? And the judicial, as you can notice, there's a word judge kind of in it. It reviews law, explains laws, decides if a law goes against the constitution, like US Supreme Court decides on the final rules, but you don't have to know all this. What is the highest court in the United States? It's the US Supreme Court. And how many justices are on the Supreme Court? Right now, it says 9 here, but right now there are 8 only because Justice Scalia passed away 1 month ago and a few weeks ago. So at this point, it will depend. It's 9, but even you give the answer 9, I think they will accept it. But there are 8 right now. What is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Right now, it's John Roberts, and hopefully it won't change for a few years. Under our constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money, declare war, create an army, to make treaties. Under our constitution, some powers belongs to the state. What are some of those powers? Provide schooling, provide protection, provide safety, give driver's license, provide approve zoning and land use, mostly real estate stuff. Who is the governor of your state right now? And you have to answer if you're in California or which state you are in. So you just have to Google it. You will find out. What is the capital of your state? If you're in California, Sacramento, but each state has their own. What are the two major political parties we have in the United States right now? It's Republicans and Democratic group, but we don't know in the future what will happen. What is the political party of the president right now? He's a Democrat. So what is the name of the Speaker of the House right now? And Paul Ryan is at this point the Speaker of the House. It might change next year. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. While the citizen 18 and older, you don't have to pay tax to vote. Any citizen can vote, and any man can vote. A male citizen or of any race can vote. So we keep going here, and it will be the responsibility. What is one responsibility that is only for the United States citizens? And the serve on the jury, vote in a federal election. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in federal election, run for federal office. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of religion, the right to bear arms. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance, the United States, and the flag? What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give loyalty to you have to basically give up on the loyalty to other countries. You have to defend the United States Constitution and obey the laws of the United States. And many times when you fill those form, you will see those questions. They're the N400 form, so be careful. You have to put yes there, otherwise you are basically not taking the pledge. How old do citizens have to be to be president? 18 minimum. What are the 2 ways that Americans can participate in a democracy? While they vote, join political parties, help in campaign. You can give any of those answers, it would be good. You don't have to really give all of them, but usually they ask 2 of them. And what is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? Well, April 15th, and April 15th is closed right now, so be ready for that. When must all men register for selective services? This is very important. At the age of 18, between 18 and 26, make sure that you have registered. If you have not, when you fill your form 9400, make sure you explain why. What is one reason colonists came to America? It was for freedom, political liberty, religious freedom, and economic opportunity. Who live in the United States before the Europeans arrived? The Native Americans. American Indians also. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? It was Africans, people from Africa. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes and the famous tea situation. Because of the British army stayed in their houses and because they didn't have a self-government. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? It was 1776, July 4th. There were 13 original states. Name three of them. You have to know. You can check here: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. Pick the one which is easier usually and remember them. Um, what happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. That's what basically the Supreme Court law of the land. When was the Constitution written? It was written in 1787. So don't miss those dates. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Madison, James Madison, John Jay, and these are the easy one to remember, so please remember them. What is the one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Well, he's a U.S. diplomat. He's a Postmaster General of the United States. He was a Postmaster General of the United States, and he's also very famous for many other things, but these are the main one. Uh, who who is the father of our country? George Washington, the first president. Who was the first president? It was George Washington too. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana territory. That's why you see many people in Louisiana still speaks French. Name one war fought by the states in the 1800 and the War of 1812, Mexican-American War, Civil War, Spanish-American War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. It was the Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery, economic reasons, states' rights. So slavery is usually the well-known one. What is one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? He freed the slave. That's what he's very known for, and he saved the Union. That means the unification of those two parts. And he led the United States during the war. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves in the Confederate States. What did Susan B. Anthony do? She fought for women's rights, fought for civil rights. Um, Name one war fought by the United States in that: World War One, World War Two, Korean War, Vietnam War. Now you have the Gulf War, and we have more added, but they didn't put it there. Who was the president during World War One? It was Wilson who was the president. And who was the president during the Great Depression and World War Two? It was Roosevelt, famous Roosevelt. And who did the United States fight in World War Two? It was a Nazi. Japan, Germany, and Italy, but are mainly known the Japan and Germany. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. And during the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. And as you know now, communism is pretty much gone from the USSR, and no more is Russia. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement, the famous Martin King speech, etc. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? He fought for civil rights, worked for equality for all Americans. What major events happened on September 11 while terrorists attacked the United States? And name one American Indian tribe in the United States. You have a bunch of them. Cherokees are well known, Apache are well known, and you can just pick one which you want to say, but you have to name two or three of them. Iroquois also well known. So name one of the two longest rivers in the United States: Missouri and Mississippi. Mississippi is very well known. What ocean is in the west coast of the United States? Pacific Ocean. And what ocean is in the east? Is the Atlantic Ocean. Name one U.S. territory: Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and Guam. Those are famous ones, so pick one. Name one state that borders Canada: Maine, Ohio, Idaho, Vermont, and you get a bunch of them, so pick one. And name one state that borders Mexico: of course, California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C., and stand for District of Columbia. Where is the Statue of Liberty? It's in Manhattan, actually, in New York. and you say New York, don't say Manhattan and Liberty Island. What? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because of the 13 original colonies, because the stripes represent the original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because we have 50 states, and for each state. What is the name of the national anthem? It's the Star Spangled Banner. And when do we celebrate the Independence Day? Of course, July 4th. And name to national US holidays, and there are a bunch of them: President Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Thanksgiving, so you name it. Hopefully all those questions will be helpful to you, ladies and gentlemen. These are the questions from the N400 slides, and I hope these are just provided for informational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. Good luck to you on your naturalization test, and welcome to be a US citizen of the United States. Thank you.